Hey guys, we have a little bit of time tonight, so it's cold and dreary outside, and I've got like a little, I don't know, my voice is here, but it's not here. It keeps kind of moving in and out. So I thought I'd come in here and just play, and I wanted something bright and cheerful today. So I already used my extruder, and all I did was just make a rainbow of colors. Normally, when I use the extruder, I will alternate yellow, green, blue. You know what I mean? I'll just alternate each color onto one. So let's just say I had one of these. I would have one of each of these colors. This time, however, I am doing it this way to where all the colors of the rainbow are kind of in a row here. But I know I got to be careful with how I stack them, because some colors mix with another color and it looks like dirt. Okay, so I don't want to put the green against the yellow. But I don't know if I want it against the blue. I know there's a way to do this. I know there is, but I don't know what it is. I don't want to put it against the red, is basically something I definitely don't want. I don't know if that white will help. So I'm going to do the purple. And then I'm going to do that. I don't know why. And then I'm just going to do it that way. Oh boy, this thing is longer and bigger than I thought it would be. So I either have to push this down about an inch or take out some of these colors. So I'm going to just try and condense them here. It's going to make a huge strand, which is what I want. All right, let's see how that works. I've already pushed my piece all the way to the back. Needs to be a little thinner, which is not going to help my situation at all. Oh, I'm so far. Yes, I'm dead set on not taking any of these colors out. Okay, I'm going to try that now. I don't know if it's going to go in now, but I think a little bit of twisting will get them in. Well, we're at least going to try. And these things are such a pain. He does not want to go in. Well, son of a gun. Come on. You got to be able to do this. So let's cut it at the green here. And I think I've got this all the way back. But just in case, I'm going to push this out a little more. That might be my problem. Okay, all I'm doing is I'm pushing on. Oh, now it's perfect. Okay, I think we got it now. It wasn't all the way in. So there we go. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to take this and put it on another table where I've got a little bit more room. I don't know why that came out, but it did. Let's see if I can go out a little farther. I will. Oh, as far as that one's gonna go. All right, let's try this again. There we go. Come on, you're almost there. I cut it at the red. I'm not taking anything off, but I'm putting it in, and then I'm trying to push it back a little bit. Hopefully it'll all go in now. Okay, look at that, it worked. So this is what we want, is this side. All right, so I'm gonna go take this on the other table because it's an aluminum table, and that way these will sit on there and they won't move, which is why I bought these magnetic things, because without it, I'm really bad. I mean, I can try it. Yeah, her clay thing is really good, but it's still really hard for me. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what we got. It's not a whole lot, but we're gonna make this a lot smaller. So that I keep this on this table here. I'm just going to cut it in half. I know that I just cut it in half. I just don't know where. Okay. And we're just going to start pulling on it. I still don't have a whole lot of room, but so we're just basically going to make a jelly roll tonight. And you can put this on top of any base color that you want. I'm going to use black because this will stand out a lot more with the black background. Okay. So now we're going to turn it around. And again, we're just going to keep stretching it without breaking it. Okay, so I don't know how small I want these, but I want them at least 1.5 inches in length, just like I would any other cane. Bound to happen. Okay, so this is smaller. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time, obviously, to bring them down, and I don't know, again, how small I want them. So it may not be a real huge cane here. So we're going to start cutting it at 1.5. Okay, and I'm going to try and keep them in a row, although it probably doesn't matter at this point. I haven't looked at them. I haven't seen what colors are coming out of it yet. I do know, though, that this is going to be, darn it, this is going to be the first half. All right, I'm going to get this to 4.5. There we go. So we know these are going to be first. If I can get this just a little longer, I can get 2 pieces out of it. All right. Okay, so that's going to go like this. Here, let's put this up here. It's such a production, isn't it? And then this will start the next row. And I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that this broke off of this piece, so that's going to be the last one, I think. I don't know anymore. Again, I'm not really sure if it really matters, but so I'm going to go ahead and stretch this out, and I'll let you guys go because this might take me a little bit of time, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so we ended up mixing it all up anyways. It was just really hard to figure out where everything went, so I kind of gave up. And I'm just literally going to start picking things up. So we've got some orange here. We've got some solid orange. So we're going to do a solid orange, which of course you know is always different on the other side. So I may have to turn things around. Okay, so we're just going to look and see what I just did. See, I don't want those 2 oranges right next to each other. So, we're going to put this one there, and this one there, and we're basically just going to line all of these up. This is gonna be a huge jelly roll. I can tell you that. See, so it depends on what side you use. You're going to get all different colors. All right. Now we're starting to get more purples here. That was an end piece. I don't know if we're going to use that one. There's a solid purple. So we're going to do one solid purple there. And then that one, and then back to a solid purple. Okay, there's a solid green. That's a pretty one. And I do that one. And that one. My cutting didn't go as well as planned. And I know that I cut all these even, so I don't know why they are so off. Okay, that's a weird one too. So we have more purple here. Okay, I'm gonna lift this up. Yeah, I don't get it. So I might have to make these a little longer here. So we have some green and blue and more green and blue. So I'm just going to throw these 2 colors here. These are all blue. A lot of blue. A whole lot of blue. Okay, well, that's okay. It's okay. Blue, blue, There's some green. That's blue, blue. Wow, I'm shocked that I have as much green as I do. Kind of like a yellow green, a blue, an interesting green, and now these are all blue. Okay, I could use a solid blue. It's kind of a light blue. Green blue, which probably should go down there. All right, I think that's it. So again, a couple of these are really short. Not quite sure why or how I got so off. So I'm just going to pull these out a little bit. I'm making a little accordion here. And I'm going to line them up a little better. That could come up a little higher. And that one can come up a little higher as well. Okay. So basically, that is what we got. So I'm not going to do a whole lot. But I'm going to just kind of connect them a little bit better. I'm just going to use Teresa Salgado's little template here. Okay, and that'll give me a straight cut. Okay, so that's that. Alrighty, so all I gotta do now is get some black. So let me grab some black and I'll show you how we're gonna put that together, which you probably already know. Okay, so I have my my black cut out, and I got this really thin at a number 5. So I shouldn't need it. I really shouldn't need it any thicker than that, because as this rolls on top of each other, it's going to get thicker. So I am just giving me that straight edge. Okay, so on the top that I roll, think the top I want a 5. Yeah, I have to think about that because the other side needs black too. And this isn't going to be reduced. And if it is, not by much. So I got to remember that this is the side that we're going to roll. This is the bottom. So make sure, I know, like you can scream through the phone, but I have to turn this back around. Okay, I think this was pretty much clean. Okay, so for the top, which is literally going to be the bottom, I'm doing a 7. So there's barely going to be any on this side. Okay. So we just need a thin piece. Okay, so now I can turn it around and know that I'm ready to roll. And the reason I only put a 7, obviously, on the back is because when we roll it, it's going to roll onto the front. And if you do what I've done before, which was make the top and the bottom at a number 3, then literally that 3 becomes a 0 by the time you roll it up. Okay. So we're going to take this here and we're going to cut it in an angle. And we're going to do this and cut this side as an angle. I've got a dog in here moaning. He does not like when I'm in here. Yesterday with the election, of course, there's always somebody that's got to light fireworks. And I now know that Jake does not like fireworks. He basically shivered for a long time and wouldn't get out of my lap, so poor thing. Alright, so this is going to be a little big, I think. And that's what scares me. I could thin this just a little bit, but I don't want to. But I think I might have to, because see. Alright. Let's roll this just a little bit, not by much. It just means I have to cut this again. So I'm going to just take a tiny little piece here and cover up this little piece of yellow. I'm right on the edge there. Alright, so this is my last one. So it's still thick, just not as thick. I don't want to put it through the pasta machine because then I'll flatten everything. And I'll do that again over here. Alright, let's see if it works better now. I'm pretty sure the thinner is on the other side. Right? With me, you never know. Alright, now we're just going to slowly roll it up. I want this one big because it would be nice to make some domed earrings out of just one cut. Nothing fancy, just using that as our cut. Oops. Okay. Nice if I can keep that all nice. Now, if I wanted to, now that it's done, I could run like a 7 or an 8 around this. I was more concerned with the center, but now that we're just doing the outside, I'm going to do it at a 7 again. And that way I can roll it just a little bit and get all the air bubbles out and all of that stuff. And then basically that's it. That is our cane. All right, so let's get this at least square shaped. There's a 5. And there's a 7. Don't think I'm going to need that much of it, so just going to start right there and scrape it up. I think I just went a little wide, but that's okay. So I'm going to take it from where this is right here. Excuse me, I got a real scratchy throat. So now I'm hoping that doesn't mean I'm getting sick. It's not like I really go too many places. Alright, so where do we want that to end? I want that to end right there. I don't want to put a whole bunch on there. Okay, that's it. And look at that. I've actually cleaned my workstation. Okay, and depending on what size you want your earrings, or how you want to use this would make a really cool veneer for something too. But I was thinking about earrings, maybe 1 1/4 at the biggest, right? Because those would be kind of big. So I'm just going to reduce a little bit, just to help get all the air bubbles out. And then we'll cut a piece and see how it looks. So that's about 1 1/4. So those other earrings that we made, yeah, it's just slightly bigger than that. So we'll go just a tiny bit. Oh, and it felt squishy somewhere. I don't want it to be squishy. All right, I think that's good enough. I don't want to waste a bunch of this. I don't have a whole lot of it. So I should let it sit before I cut. So when I go to work on earrings tomorrow, I will do that. I'll put it in the freezer for maybe 5-10 minutes so that I don't, you know, squish it. Okay, but it's pretty cool, isn't it? Now the front, I should have put something like right in the center so that it could have had something to wrap against. But that's okay. I still like it. That's going to be fun for a pair of earrings. You can even make a necklace out of this and just use jump rings. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 or something like that. So maybe that's what we'll work on in the next video is we will, or yeah, one of the videos, we can go ahead and just start making a bunch of pieces make some for some bubble earrings, which would be, you know, just put the black on the back and make it domed and hollow. We can dome and hollow the necklace as well. But yeah, I think that's going to look great. So we're going to hold on to this, and we will play with it next. And you guys have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.